Dear friends, now in this topic we will talk about the flow in supply chain management or how the supply chain actually works. And while talking this flow, we will also talk about different activities that are performed and different roles or job responsibilities that are available in a supply chain management. So let's start with the flow. And once we finish this flow, we will also compare that flow with the SCOR model activities. So let's start with the flow. So supply chain basically starts with the customer. Now why with the customer? Because customer gives two forms of inputs. First input is basically any change in the taste and preference or any change in the customer's usable pattern or any change in customers requirement in the market. That input usually comes from the market, and market is nothing but the customer. The second input that we get is basically sales history. That means what customers used to purchase in the past, and based on that sales history, demand planning process is actually being run. So both these inputs, like customers changed patterns or customers changed requirements and previous sales history of different products, are forming an input for the demand planning process. Now what is demand planning process? That we will see exactly in detail, that we will see in detail in our next topics, but till now just hold on. So demand planning process gets an input in the form of sales history and customers changed patterns, and that's the reason the supply chain process starts with the customer. Once the demand planning is done, that means demand planning talks about what will be the demand of customers in a market in upcoming periods. So once you know what is the demand in the market, one can actually go forward and do a supply planning. So supply planning is nothing but whatever demand plan we will be forming, we have to make sure that we are able to deliver these products in the particular time period. So demand planning process usually stands for 12 months or 18 months, and similarly supply planning process also has to be done in the similar way for a future period. Now once the supply planning is done, there are two different outputs that come out of supply planning. One is procurement plan, second is manufacturing plan. So what is procurement plan? It talks about what different raw materials we will have to purchase and which we do not have right now in the inventory. And manufacturing plan is nothing but build plan, which talks about when we should manufacture which products and at what point of time. These plans are again interlinked to the different points. So first is procurement plan, which actually goes to a supplier in the form of purchase orders. So whatever we have to purchase from external supplier, that is basically a procurement plan. Second is manufacturing plan, which goes into a manufacturing department, and based on that manufacturing plan and received raw material from supplier, the manufacturing or building of the product is actually starting. Once the product is built, then it is distributed through warehouses, through transportation methods to different partners like wholesalers, distributors, and once that is done, this product actually goes to the retailer, and from there the access to the end customer is available. Now this is the overall flow in a supply chain management. Now let's talk about what was the SCOR model. So we had seen different processes in SCOR model. One is plan, then second is source, third is make, fourth is deliver, and fifth is return. We also have one more process, that is enable, which we are not covering here, but for now we will only cover all these five processes, which actually talks about supply chain flow. Now in each flow, let's say in each process, let's say in plan, we have multiple activities. So you have seen demand planning and supply planning. That is nothing but we have to plan something, which is part of a plan process. And who plays major roles in demand planning and supply planning? So basically demand planners plays major role in demand forecasting and running out demand planning process, and supply planners are majorly responsible to run a supply plan or manufacturing plan or procurement plan for the company. Then second process is a source. Source is nothing but we have a sourcing process where we source material or we acquire material from different suppliers, and that material is acquired by different people who are known as buyers or purchasers in the company. The third process is make. Make is nothing but manufacturing of the finished product. Now, who are involved in manufacturing process? So basically production planners, production schedulers, inventory planners, they play major role in the make process. The fourth process is deliver. So in the deliver process, you know that transportation and warehousing is playing a major role, and that role is performed by multiple employees like transportation planners, warehousing executives, logistics planners in a company. Then last process is return. So return is when customer is receiving excess product or customer is receiving defective products. So these products are again returned back to the different channels. And who plays major role in the return process? So basically customer service team members and sales representative team members plays major role in this return process. However, supply chain management team also enables, or supply chain management team also helps to execute these processes of return fulfillment. So this is all about the different flows in a supply chain management, different activities, and interlink with the SCOR model.